Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. 2018 Fireballs here, back with another MLB 9 Innings 22 video. In today's video, we're back with the showcasing series with 3 new teams to review as always. And don't forget, if you want your team to be showcased in this series, don't forget to leave a comment down below requesting to be showcased with your team name. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and last but not least, send me a friend request to 2018 Fireballs, and I'll be sure to review your team in a few weeks. But yeah, let's hop straight into it with the 3 new teams that we got today. First team we have up today is Red Sox 62. He runs a Red Sox S set deck with a Diamond S set deck. I'm a Red Sox fan, so I look forward to looking over this team, hopping straight into it with the batting order. First off, you have a Kevin Youkilis Black Diamond leading off your lineup. Train is really good, only 8 to the right side. Love to see that. 20 to power is insane. Just looks amazing. Slugger Instinct, Spotlight, actually the exact same skill set that I have on my Kevin Youkilis, just with a bronze skill instead of leg day. But this is a beautiful card. Good job with the train. Batting second in your lineup, you have Rico Petrocelli 69. 75 base overall card. Really good card. Train, 12 to the right side. Really good. 17 power, 15 contact, 13 eye. Love to see it. And then you do have, what kind of skills? Barrel it up and Spotlight. Questionable decision to go with Barrel it up level 8 since he doesn't seem to get the Barrel it up bonus. Some may argue that it's 100 speed, and others add speed and contact to be higher than 225 or 245. So questionable right there. I would have gone Spotlight to level 8, but let me know what you're thinking on that is. That's a very interesting decision right there. Batting third in the lineup, you have Rafael Devers 2019. I also have the signature card. Again, beautiful train. Only 13 to the right side, 21 to power, 13 to eye, and 10 to contact. Great job at getting eye second on the special training since it is lower than the other 2 hitting stats. Barrel it up, Slugger Instinct. Good enough skills. He might also not get the Barrel it up bonus. Maybe if you bring him to Black Diamond, he will. But I would probably skill change that, or use a skill storage to get something along the lines of Charisma Slugger, Spotlight Slugger, something like that would probably do better on him. But you can always test it out and see how it does. And yeah, this is a really good card. Batting fourth in the lineup, you have JD Martinez 2018. I really wish I had this card on my team. 14 to the right side, borderline, too much to the right side, but I have 14 on a lot of my players, so I won't criticize that too much. Charisma batting machine, 5-tool player, awesome skill set right there. Great job at getting this train, and great job at getting those skills. Definitely keep them. And then you have a Christian Vasquez 2019 Black Diamond card, 13 to the right side, great train, eye 1, power 2, contact 3. Great job since his eye is low. That's what you want for the train. And then Spotlight batting machine, good skill set. Keep this for now, but definitely look to change it in the future for Black Diamond skill. I actually never had this skill set before, so you can see how it works out. But batting machine is one of the weaker gold skills in my opinion, so you may want to change that later on. But who knows, it may do well for you, so props to you for getting that skill set and this train. Batting sixth in the lineup, a Michael Chavis 2019. This card has very low eye, so great job at getting that train to eye first. You may want to replace this card with another second baseman, whether that be a Dom DiMaggio or a Kike Hernandez in the future. Since his eye is so low, this card probably isn't going to perform well, especially when you get to the higher levels of ranked. When you get hit with Last Boss, that eye is going to drop to below 95, so that's not going to be good. He does get great GI distribution, and you did a great job on the train, only 12 to the right side. Batting machine, Slugger Instinct, good skill set. Would like to see a third skill as well on this card, but since you don't really want to keep him in your lineup forever, don't worry about his skills and his train. He's awesome as is already, but you do want to get a better card like Kike Hernandez, or sorry, not Dom DiMaggio. I said that a few seconds ago. I meant to say Bobby Doerr. So one of those cards could replace him. Oh, I didn't even notice you have Bobby Doerr right here, so I'm assuming... Okay, he's your DH. Okay, so you can definitely find a better DH. I totally did not see that in the lineup. But anyway, you do have a Bobby Doerr in the lineup as a second baseman. Great train, only 12 to the right side. And then you have Slugger Instinct, Batting Machine. Would like to see a third skill on him, but these two skills are amazing. So great job at doing that. 18 to power, 15 eye, 12 contact. Perfect train right there. Since his power is the lowest, then his eye second lowest, then contact is the highest out of the 3 main batting stats. Great job with that. Batting 8th in the lineup, you have a Mookie Betts 2018, his best Red Sox year. 14 to the right side, good train right there. 16 power, 14 eye, 13 contact. And then looking at his skills, Slugger Instinct, Charisma, awesome skill set. Not endgame since he doesn't have a third skill, but this is a great skill set to have. I bet he performs well for you, especially with the high base stats that he has. Batting 9th and last in your lineup, you have Jackie Bradley Jr. 2016, 13 to the right side, 16 contact, 16 power, and 12 eye. Would have liked to seen that eye second in special training, but it's pretty high already, so no worries about that. But yeah, great train right there. And looking at the skills, Charisma Prediction. Charisma Prediction, in my opinion, is pretty underrated. My JT Realmuto performs pretty well with the skill set, so I definitely say keep the skill set for now. Definitely later on down the line, if you don't plan on buying the Team Select Signature Pack, go ahead and look to Black Diamond him and then get him a third skill. But yeah, that does it for the lineup. Actually, I'm going to check this Nixon. Do you have batter's chemistry? Ooh, close. You have batter's insight. So yeah, definitely keep working on Nixon to get batter's chemistry for your entire lineup. It'll definitely help you out a lot. Now moving on to the pitching rotation, you have a Chris Sale 2017 signature card, Black Diamond, as your ace. I really wish I had this card in my rotation. Great train, only 5 to stamina, love to see it. Location and velocity 1 and 2, and then fastball 3 for special training. You did get the dominant pitcher skill set with control artist and cleaning up your mess. So definitely this is a blue ticket candidate. If you have blue tickets, definitely use it on control artist. Try to get that 3rd gold skill. Aim for boss and finesse pitcher. That would make this card extremely good. It would be near unhittable in the higher levels of ranked. You do still get the dominant pitcher bonus. Wow, even with location 2, that's amazing right there. So great job with the train, awesome job with the skills, and make sure to use a blue ticket on that silver skill when you can. Second in the rotation, you have a Nathan Eovaldi 2020. This is one of his SIG years, but this is his normal card. Wow, only 3 to stamina. Man, you got some really good trains here starting off for the pitchers. I'm liking it. And 20 to velocity is also, not to mention, very insane. Looks like a dominant pitcher train by the looks of it, and you did go with dominant pitcher, and you have last boss. Good job bringing last boss to level 8 instead of dominant pitcher. That nerf will help you in ranked mode, especially since he's a normal card and not a signature card. Third in the rotation, Rick Porcello 2018. I have his signature. 6 to stamina, awesome job. Nothing above 7 so far, so that's really good. 16 location, 13 velocity, 13 break. Finesse pitcher, untouchable, winning streak. I actually have the exact same skill set besides winning streak on my Rick Porcello, so good similarity there. He does really well for me, so I know this will do really well for you. Even though I have the SIG and you have the normal card, doesn't matter. The skill set does awesome, and great job with the train. It looks like you will get the bonus once you finish special training, and yeah, nothing really much you can say about this card other than it's pretty great. Tom Seaver Legend, you have 4th in the rotation. Looking at the train, 6 to stamina, awesome job. 14 location, 13 velocity, and 14 to break. Good job with the special training. And finesse pitcher, untouchable fixer. This is also another blue ticket candidate, but I would definitely get Sale done first since he is a Black Diamond signature card, and he has much higher base stats overall than Seaver does. So yeah, great job with this card, but prioritize him with the blue ticket once you get Sale. That endgame skill set with triple golds. 5th in the rotation, you have a Tanner Houck 2020. This card is a beast. For the shortened season, he got an awesome card. 5 to stamina. Great job with the whole rotation, man. Nothing above 6, so that's way better than I train my players. 17 location, 13 velocity, 14 break. Finesse pitcher train again. Last boss finesse pitcher. Awesome skill set right there. Going into the bullpen, Young Hung Kim 2003. Insane, 21 velocity, 6 to stamina again, 14 to velocity, and 13 to break. Looks like another finesse pitcher train, and wow, triple 3s. That's impressive right there. Finesse pitcher, untouchable, cleaning up your mess. I would say this would be an awesome starting pitcher skill set as well. For relief pitchers, you want ideally setup man, but with triple golds like this, I can imagine he does really, really good. So awesome card. Don't change anything about him. He's going to do amazing. And looking at your second setup man, Brian Johnson 2018. Now, this is a card I haven't seen in a long time. 65 base, not the best card, not the worst card. Train could definitely be better. A first card with above 6 stamina to the train, level 18 out of 18. I would look to replace him with a better reliever in the future if possible, whether that be Brandon Workman or Derek Lowe if you don't have them already. Yeah, so if you could find a Derek Lowe or Brandon Workman, he would be a candidate to replace. But the skills are really good. Dominant pitcher, setup man. Would like to see a third skill, but I can see why you put him in the setup role. Middle relievers, yeah, we have 3 of them now from the new update. Looking at Joe Kelly, 2017, this is his best Boston year. 7 to stamina, 17 location, 17 break, 11 velocity. Great job right there. And he has high base fastball, so no need to worry about that. Finesse pitcher, fixer, good middle relief skill set. Definitely keep him the way he is and keep developing him. Second middle reliever, Josh Taylor, 2019. I also have this card in my team. 7 to stamina, great train. Looks like another finesse pitcher train. And it is. Finesse pitcher, last boss, Iron Will. Decent middle relief skill set. He's going to be coming in when you're losing, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Great job with that card. And then your final middle reliever is our Brazier 2019. His better year is his 2018 card. 5 to stamina, insane train again, 15 velocity, 13 location, 13 fastball. And last boss, winning streak. He's a third middle reliever, so I wouldn't worry about it. I don't even know how the rotation works for the middle relievers going into the game. I think he may come in when the team is tied, or the game is tied in the 9th inning, but good skill set to keep there. Possibly work him into the setup role maybe, since he is better than Johnson. But yeah, great job with the train on the card. Just need to get him some suitable skills and possibly move him in the place of Brian Johnson. Matt Barnes 2021, his best relief pitcher year. Surprisingly didn't get a SIG, and wow. So out of all the impressive trains you have, this one is the most impressive, I have to say, sarcastically. 20 to stamina. I'm guessing that came from a redistribution ticket, and no skills. So this looks like you want to make him your Black Diamond candidate for pitcher's chemistry. Actually, he's too good of a card to do that on. I don't know what your plan is with him, but he is better than Brazier and Johnson, so I would plan on, in my personal opinion, I would move him to the setup role, get some skills on him, get a better train, and work him into that setup role. Last but not least, closing pitcher Craig Kimbrell 2017, his best year with the Red Sox. 22 location, 12 break, and 10 velocity. That's amazing. Finesse pitcher, winning streak, put away pitch. Would like to see something other than put away pitch, so he can be a candidate for a blue ticket, or you could use some premium skill change tickets and try to roll a Black Diamond skill on him, probably in the storage. But yeah, awesome card, and definitely keep him in the closer role. And that's all the lineup right there. Great team overall. Can't really judge too much other than maybe replacing just Jayfish and replacing Johnson, and then maybe moving around a couple of skills here and there, looking to finish off cards with a third skill, and getting batter's chemistry on Nixon. Overall, an amazing team. This team is way better trained than my team is, hands down. So great job with that. It was fun showcasing this team, but now we're going to move on to the second team in this video. Alright, next up we have Dodger Fan 1. He runs a Los Angeles Dodgers C set deck with a Diamond S set deck. He's also known as Jake. Don't know how to pronounce your last name, but he's known as Jake on YouTube. He supports the channel, and I'm very thankful for him. So go show him some support. Subscribe to his channel. Feel free to do so if you want to. But yeah, thank you, Jake, for all of the support that you give me and for watching all the videos that I make. Let's hop straight into the lineup, though, with Justin Turner, 17 leading off, a prime card. Only 13 to the right side, very, very good train. But looking at the left side, you have Power as the last candidate for special training. I would have liked to seen that as the top priority for special training, but I believe you are a free-to-play team, so Not really a big deal right now. This is a really good train with only 13 to the right side, so I would keep the train for now, but look to retrain in the future once you get everybody else developed really well. Barrel Up Batting Machine is not a bad skill set. You won't get the Barrel It Up bonus, but it will do you some good. So definitely keep this skill set for now, and plan on developing him later on down the line when you get better cards and develop everybody else around him to be similar or even better than he is. Second in the lineup, you have a Max Muncy 2021. This card is awesome, and wow, 25 to power. I haven't seen that high power in a long time. Great job getting the special training to be all to the left side too. That's impressive right there, and only 13 to the right side. 146 power with no gear and no stat boosters from the skills. That's impressive. And Spotlight, Charisma, Barreled Up, that's a perfect skill set right there. Keep him the way he is. Don't change him at all. That's an amazing train. Can't say much about this card other than that it's very, very, very good. Third in the lineup, AJ Pollock 2020. This is one of his good Dodger year cards. 68 base, 84 base power, only 14 to the right side, which is okay. 15 to power, 14 eye, 14 contact. Too bad you weren't able to get eye as second on special training. That's the only critique I have for that. Other than that, it's a good train. Looking at the skills, Ace Specialist, Slugger Instinct. Ace Specialist is an underrated gold skill in my opinion, but you definitely want to try and go for Charisma, Spotlight, and Slugger Instinct as a combination, and possibly even Batting Machine as well on this card. But keep him the way he is for now, and definitely put him on the priority list for skill changes later down the line. Batting fourth, you have Cody Bellinger 2017. Not his best year, but definitely one of his better years. I believe this might be his second best year behind his 2019 card. Only 13 to the right side. It's an awesome train right there. 17 contact, 14 power, 13 eye. Would have liked to see in power and eye to be 1 and 2 for special training, but this is still a good train nonetheless. And looking at the skills, Bad Ball Hitter, Slugger Instinct. Now that's what I like to see. Black Diamond skill, and then Ace Specialist as a third skill. Not too terrible right there. So when you do get him fully special trained, definitely bring up Slugger Instinct to level 8 and keep this skill set for a long time to come. Great job with this card. You have a 2022 Freddie Freeman, I believe. I'm going to assume you got this from the Wish Player Pack. This is a great card as of now. I would have personally waited until the season ended, but it's a long time to wait, so I understand why he opened it now. Hopefully he performs well and lives up to the stats that he has right now, or even does better. Anyway, looking at the train through level 14, 12 to the right side is okay. Definitely keep going with this train and see where it ends up. 14 to power is great. And looking at the skills, Spotlight, it ain't over yet. Not good skills really at all. I would not invest too much into this card yet. Definitely try to get him like at least 2 gold skills, and then I would say just keep going with this train. Don't waste any more reset tickets on him. Like I said, you don't know how good he's going to perform in the regular season this year, so you might want to wait and see before you go all out on him with skill changes, Black Diamond, special training, and all that good stuff. But this is a great card for the time being. Batting 6th in the lineup, you have a Joe Mauer Prime 09. Too bad you don't have a Yasmani Grandal to replace him. Once you do get him, a Grandal, I would replace this Prime with a team card if you can. But looking at the train, it's okay. For a catcher, high fielding isn't terrible, but the right side with 11 to fielding and speed combined is way too high. 16 contact, 14 power is okay, but 8 eye is a little bit too low. And not too much interesting things to look at with the skills. But yeah, with this card, definitely replace him with a team catcher, whether that be Grandal or Will Smith, or even a lesser diamond catcher. But preferably, you'd want a higher diamond catcher like Smith or Grandal. But what I'd say about this card is definitely look to replace it with a team card. 7th in the lineup, you have Marcell Ozuna, 2016. Not a team card again, but he has a pretty good train out of 16. 15 to eye, 12 contact, only 12 power, only 4 to contact. It's a little low to contact, but he's not a team card, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Flashing Leather Leg Day, Master Base Thief, so he is your center fielder. So what I would do is look to replace him with Chris Taylor, or even any other good outfielder, Mookie Betts, to name a few. With all non-team cards, I aim to go for the team set deck, so look to replace this card with a Dodger outfielder when you can. And don't worry about his train, and don't worry about getting him any skills. Batting 8th in the lineup, you have a Trey Turner 2021, his only Dodger year, which is a really good card. Train out of level 10, only 5 to the right side. Definitely keep going with this train. Hopefully you can get more power, and keep I as one of the top trains in this train. Looking at skills, Spotlight, Slugger, Instinct, great skill set right there. Definitely keep that. So just keep working on the train and upgrading him, and he'll be a beast of the card in the future. Baez 2019 is your 9 batter. Not a team card again, but a really good base card with high base contact and power. That I is terribly low though, so would look to move him out of the lineup as soon as you can when you get a Corey Seager or a Manny Machado possibly. But yeah, look to replace him with a team card since he's not a team card and since he does have that very low I. So that does it for the batters. Let's look into the starting rotation with Steven Strasburg as your ace of the rotation. 9 to stamina is not too bad. My preference is 7 stamina or lower, but as a free-to-play team, this isn't too bad at all. 19 velocity, 15 to fastball, and 11 to location. So special training is all set up right there for dominant pitcher. You did get finesse pitcher and last boss though, so this is really hard, but I would say retrain this card when you have the amount of points to do so. This skill set is really good, and ace isn't a terrible third skill. So what I would do is train for the finesse pitcher bonus. That's location and break needs to be 15 points higher than velocity and fastball combined. So definitely retrain him when you can, but definitely do keep these skills and don't change them at all. He's not a team card, but this card can stick in your lineup for quite some time since he does have great skills. So yeah, that's my suggestions for this card. Looking into the second card in your rotation, you have a Mike Minor 2018. Also not a team card, but not a terrible train. 10 to stamina is a bit high, but you did get the special training to go to the other areas. And then Setup Man, Untouchable Dominant Pitcher. Untouchable Dominant Pitcher, from my experience, isn't a great skill set. It's actually a mediocre skill set. You could probably do better, but this is not a team card, so I wouldn't invest too much into him. He doesn't have great stats like Strasburg does, so look to replace him with a team card, whether that be Kenta Maeda, Ross Stripling, any other Dodgers starting pitcher would do well in his place, but he is at level 20, so I can see why you have him in the lineup for now. Just look to replace him with a team card when you can make that team card better than he is. Kershaw 15, one of his better years right here. 5 to stamina, very impressive, and the train's looking amazing. 16 velocity, 14 fastball. Looking at the skills, last boss ace stability, would definitely look to go for the dominant pitcher skills since he is set up for that train. He would definitely get the bonus if you did special train him. So yeah, look for dominant pitcher, last boss, finesse pitcher, untouchable. Any of those skill sets, and even cleaning up your mess would work out really well. 4th in the rotation, you have Tony Gonsolin 2020. Great card right here, one of the top Dodger pitchers. Untouchable, warmed up ace, okay for the skills, keepable for now. Since he is only at level 14 out of 14, look to develop him up. Keep going with the train. 6 to stamina is pretty good through level 14. But yeah, definitely focus on the train, and then keep the skills for now, but look to skill change him later down in the line. Last in the rotation is a Buehler 18. This is his best card, surprisingly. His rookie year is his best year. 12 to stamina is way too high through level 14, so I would go ahead and retrain that when you can. And then Inning Eater, Giant Crusher, Fixer, not really good skills at all. Would look to get a different skill set with the skills that I mentioned for Gonsolin, Boss, Mess, all that good stuff. Yeah, so this card in your rotation is the card that needs the most work done with the train and changing the skills. Going into the bullpen, you have a Joe Kelly 2021. This is his best Dodger year, if I'm not mistaken. 9 to stamina is a tad bit high through 16, but you can keep it as is. Power pitcher, put away pitch, strong mentality. Not the greatest skill set at all for a setup man. Looking at the bullpen, you want setup man, winning streak, or last boss, dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher for a setup man. So look to get those skills on him if you can. Second setup man, Peter Fry, I believe. Paul Fry. Not a team card. we'll look to replace him with a team card. Wouldn't worry about the train at all, only 10 out of 10. And then 3, 4, 5 Specialist Giant Crusher, not the greatest skill set, like I said, with Joe Kelly. So definitely look to replace him with a team card and get the skills that I mentioned, like I said on Joe Kelly. Hung-Chi Kuo 2010 Prime Gold card, definitely keep this card. If you do have a better Dodger Team Diamond, I would replace him so you can fill in that bonus with the diamond if you replaced Kuo. Sorry if I made it sound confusing. Basically just switch out Kuo with another Team Diamond if you have it for now. Use the free GI on him if you still have it, and if you don't, plan on using a free GI on him when you get one. The train's looking really good through 12 levels, only 3 to stamina, so keep that going, and look to have him as a future project to put in your lineup. Adam Ottavino is your second middle reliever. Not a team card again, only level 10 out of 10. And looking at the skills, stability, finesse pitcher, actually not a bad skill set at all for a relief pitcher. To be honest, what I would do is take Ottavino and replace him with Fry. Fry has worse skills, so I would switch those two around, since Ottavino does have the better skills and even the better base stats. So yeah, that's what I would do with them, but eventually get him replaced with a team card when you can. Louis Trevino, 2018, a good ace card, 16 out of 16. Setup man, decent. He's a middle reliever, last middle reliever, so I wouldn't worry too much about him. Keep the skill set, and don't worry too much about the train. And like I said about Ottavino and Fry, look to replace him with a team card. Long reliever Blake Trinan, 2020. This is his... his 2021 is his better Dodger year. But long reliever, would look to get him better skills, and would look to get him a complete train. 8 stamina is not too bad. I would go ahead and finish that off and try to get dominant pitcher since he is set up for that train right now. But yeah, look to replace him with Trevino, put him in for Kuo, and put Kuo in the long relief role. He's a diamond card, so he does get the set deck bonus right now, and he can definitely perform better with the skills than Hung-Chi Kuo since he is a gold. Closing pitcher, you have Blaine Harvey, 1991. Train, only 3 to stamina, really good, not a team card though. Untouchable, inning eater, setup man, okay skills for a closer, but could do better. Like I said with the other non-team cards, just look to replace them with a team card when you have the proper skills and the proper training for that team card. And that's going to do it for your team. So overall, a pretty well developed team. Still got a lot of work to do though with trains and perfecting them. Also getting skills on certain players, and then in general just replacing non-team cards with team cards. And even in the bench, I see you have a lot of non-team cards. If you have any team cards that might not make your lineup or might not replace, say, Baez or Mauer, just throw them on the bench, and they will boost your set deck. Definitely look to go for that S set deck as soon as possible. But yeah, your team's looking really good. I see a lot of good things, and you can make a lot of improvements. And yeah, it's overall coming together. And thank you for letting me showcase your team. It was awesome. Anyway, let's move on to the last team in today's showcase. Last but not least today, we have Jayfish, the one, the only Jayfish, and we're showcasing his team. Diamond S set deck, Dodger S set deck. Most of you guys probably know already. He makes great YouTube content. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube channel and give him some support right there. He's just a great part of the community, and he does so much for 9 Innings and for all of us who watch MLB 9 Innings. Anyway, let's hop straight into his lineup with his first batter, a Dusty Baker's signature card, Black Diamond. Very, very nice card right here. Only 15 to the right side, a bit high in my opinion. Could be a little lower, but this is an awesome train regardless. All special training to the left side, 17 power, 16 eye, and 9 to contact. Great job getting that eye. Second in special training since it is one of the lower hitting stats. And then looking at the skills, table setter, batting machine, charisma. Great job. I saw that right there. With table setter, you have him first in the lineup, so he does get that batting abilities increase every time you start off a game. And charisma batting machine is an awesome skill set, so a great card to lead off your team. Second in the lineup, you have Cody Bellinger, 2019, his best year, Black Diamond card, 13 to the right side, beautiful train, 17 power, 14 eye, 13 contact. amazing right there. And then looking at the skills, charisma and spotlight, gorgeous right there. Keep that skill set. Would like to see a third skill or even a black diamond skill on him, like pioneer or bad ball hitter later on, but he's good as is. And yeah, you could look to get a black diamond skill, but keeping him the way for now is not a bad idea either. Third in the lineup, you have Pedro Guerrero, and yeah, this card is just awesome. With the grade increase, low fielding, low speed gives his grade increase a lot to the left side. Black diamond card as well, 14 to the right side on the train, 16 power, 14 eye, 13 contact. Amazing train, just like the others so far. Pioneer spotlight, top tier skill set right here. Wish there was a better third skill, but you really can't complain with Pioneer being the best legend skill set. This is a keeper for a long time to come. Fourth in the lineup, you have Max Muncy 2021, and looking at the train, 14 to the right side is good, and then looking at the left side, 19 power, 12 eye, and 12 contact. Awesome train right there, definitely a keeper. And then barrel it up prediction, laser beam. Would actually try and change this skill set if possible with a skill storage. Barrel it up in prediction, not too sure how well that does. I wouldn't imagine it does pretty well from my knowledge of those skills. So yeah, definitely keep his train, but might want to look to change those skills in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Looking at the fifth batter in your lineup, you have Sean Green, 2001, only 11 to the right side, impressive right there. And looking at this left side, 17 to power, 15 to eye, 14 contact. Keep on going with that special training. He's going to be a beast of a card. Slugger Instinct, Barrel It Up, Master Base Thief. Doesn't look like he will get the Barrel It Up bonus with 100 speed, or with 225 contact plus speed, or 245 contact plus speed. So you may want to go ahead and reskill that eventually. Slugger Instinct is a great skill, Barrel Up is a great second, even though you don't get the bonus. But for endgame purposes, you're definitely going to want to have to skill change that in the future. But with the train, no means don't change that at all. That's definitely a keeper. And yeah, just the skills on this card is what I'd critique. Yasmani Grandal 2018, you just pulled this card in the collaboration live stream. Thank you again for having me on that live stream. It was a blast. And this is looking like it's your best train card, only 10 to the right side, 17 contact, 17 power, 13 eye. Just amazing right there. I can't say much about that. Skills are definitely going to need some do-over and makeover. He is a brand new card, so I totally understand why he's not skilled up yet. And I'm hoping and looking forward to that video you're coming out with. I pretty much assume you're going to make a video about skilling, training, and working on this card. So here's a little preview for you guys to look at his card if you want to see it, how it turned out. Looking at your DH, 7th in the lineup, Mookie Betts 2020, his best Dodgers card. Great base power, great base stats, and great GI distribution. 13 to the right side, 17 power, 16 eye, and 11 contact. Amazing right there. Not much to say. Spotlight, Slugger Instinct, keep those skills. Awesome card. Yeah, no critique on this card. This card is near perfect. Brian Dozier, 2018, a retired card, is 8th in your lineup. And this is a card you've had for quite some time now, I believe, pretty much since the beginning of your YouTube channel. Only 12 to the right side, 25 power, 12 eye, 8 contact. Special training doesn't line up perfectly, but I remember you saying this card, that power is just too good to pass up on, and I totally get that. So you can look to replace him even with a Chris Taylor in the future. I'm not too sure. Maybe even Kike Hernandez if he has a second base option, or Trey Turner if you get him in the future. But yeah, this Dozier card is a beast. Training Junkie Charisma, not the greatest skills. Could do better, but this card is totally up to you. In my opinion, the skills could do way better, and the train could be reskilled. But yeah, definitely keep this the way he is, and maybe even look to replace him in the future with a better second base card. Last in your lineup, you have Corey Seager 2020, his best year with the Dodgers as well. 17 to the right side, so this is his worst train. It's only 17 though, not too much. Minimum or maximum to the right side, I'd say, is 14, 15, so not too bad at all right there with 17. Special training all goes to the left side, and you have a perfect grade increase on him, which is awesome. 17 power, 10 eye, 13 contact. Then looking at the skills, Charisma Spotlight, definitely keep that. So with this card, all I'd say is just to retrain for higher eye, since his eye is lower than the contact and the power, and keep developing him with that train and special training. That does it for the lineup. Looking into the pitching rotation, amazing pitching rotation. Starting off with your ace, you have Zack Greinke 2015. Amazing train, only 5 is stamina, 14 velocity, 16 location, 11 to fastball and to break. Special training lines up perfectly with this card. Finesse pitcher, dominant pitcher, cleaning up your mess. Doesn't look like he gets the dom bonus, but it does look like he gets the finesse bonus. So great job with that level 8 skill going to dominant pitcher to get the most out of dominant pitcher, while getting the finesse pitcher bonus with the train that he has. And cleaning up your mess is amazing. Mitigates charisma when you allow runners on base. So that's just simply amazing. This is a perfect card right here. Don't change anything about him. Maybe get a black diamond skill, but I really wouldn't pass up this skill set right here. It's just too good to pass up on. Second in the rotation, Hyunjin Ryu 2019. 6 to stamina, 18 velocity, 14 location, 11 to break. Amazing train right there. Don't change that at all. Last boss, ace finesse pitcher. He does get the finesse pitcher bonus. Excellent card. Same like Greinke. Perfect card right here. Nothing to say except maybe just getting a black diamond skill and maybe changing ace to something else later on in the future. But ace isn't a bad third skill set at all. It increases his stats and makes him look so much better and improves his stats. So might want to replace it with dominant pitcher or cleaning up your mess, but I'd keep him the way he is for now. Then looking at your third man in the rotation, Alex Wood 2017 Prime. 7 to stamina is great, 19 location, 13 to velocity. Could do a bit better, 7 is the maximum, but I'm not going to critique this that much. This is still an awesome train. Finesse pitcher, dominant pitcher. Looks like he gets the finesse pitcher bonus if the numbers add up correctly. So if you were going to go full special training, do the same thing like you did with Zack Greinke. Make dominant pitcher level 8. Fixer could be a better third skill, but it's not bad for when you're losing. Alex Wood, I assume, doesn't do as well as the 2 SIGs in front of him in your rotation. So yeah, not too much to critique here. Just keep on special training him, and he'll be a beast. Jerry Russ, 1980. 73 base card, 68 velocity, but a great job with the train to get high velocity and high location. Low stamina again at 6, and then you have him fully maxed out at special training. Untouchable finesse pitcher, great skill set there. Not as eye-boggling as Greinke or Ryu, but definitely a keeper. I would say this would be the best Black Diamond card candidate for a legend skill and a skill storage, of course. So I would do that with this card since he is a vintage card and he has lower velocity than the other cards. He just needs that little extra boost, in my opinion, from a Black Diamond skill or from a dominant pitcher bonus or something along those lines. But this is an awesome card. Don't get me wrong, this is an awesome card. Last in the rotation, Clayton Kershaw 2014 Prime. I remember watching this video back in July where you pulled this Prime. That was an awesome video. 22 velocity though, insane. 5 stamina is insane. 13 it's a fastball. Great job of getting that. Looks like a dominant pitcher train right here, and it is last boss dominant pitcher. Definitely keep those skills. Great rotation. And looking into the bullpen, Kenley Jansen 2017 Prime. 6 to stamina, 16 velocity, 13 location, 12 fastball. Definitely a keeper right there. Last boss dominant pitcher Iron Will. I have last boss dominant pitcher at level 7 on my Matt Barnes, and I have untouchable as a third. I don't know how this one does for you, but from my personal experience, this set scares the daylights out of me. Just allows a lot of hits and a lot of home runs. So I would personally look to skill change this in the future with a skill storage slot opened up to setup man, winning streak, last boss, finesse pitcher, dominant pitcher. A combination of those, but a setup man or winning streak is a must skill. Particularly setup man is a must skill for the setup man. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, this personally hasn't done well for me, so I would go ahead and change that. And then looking at your second setup man, you have a Stripling 2019. Only at level 10 out of 10, I believe you just pulled this card as well. Great start with the train, only 3 to stamina. And then looking at the skills, setup man, finesse pitcher, that's a keeper skill set right there. Would like to see a third skill, but can't complain with those 2 skills. They'll do awesome in the setup role. First middle reliever is Jake McGee 2020. Just watch this video as well. Great job pulling this card. Only 6 to stamina, which is a great job through 16 levels of training. Winning streak pitching machine. I see you're still working on this card, so no sweat, no rush. When you get skill changes and when you come out with a new video, just look for that. Like I said, setup man, winning streak, fixer. For middle relievers, you want fixer. So in this case, fixer, last boss, dominant pitcher, finesse pitcher, setup man. Winning streak wouldn't be ideal, but yeah, those are the skills that you want to look on for him. Second middle reliever, you have a Hung-Chi Kuo. Yeah, looking at this train, wow, only 2 to stamina. Didn't know he had only 2 to stamina. That's really good. And he has a perfect GI, not to mention, so that's awesome. Winning streak, finesse pitcher. Not the best skill set for a middle reliever. Like I said, want fixer or Iron Will. Iron Will is actually not a bad third skill for a long reliever. But he doesn't have a finesse train, so I don't know what you want to do with this card. You could reskill him, you could retrain him. It's all up to you. It's a give or take, sacrificing one or the other. This is a good skill set for a setup man or even a closer, but that's up to you. In my personal opinion, I would change that to just change the skill set and not have to go through the stress of just retraining and retraining over and over again. This train is looking really, really good, so I wouldn't stop with it. And yeah, just go ahead and skill change him when you can for a middle relief set. Last middle reliever, you have Julio Urias 2019. Great train, looking right here. 14 velocity, 9 location, and then 8 and 9 on the right side. 5 to stamina is amazing, and then dominant pitcher, untouchable. As a third middle reliever, wouldn't worry too much about this, but go for the skills like I mentioned before with fixer and all those other good things. Last but not least, Adam Kolarek 2020. This is actually a pretty good and underrated Dodgers card. Train, don't need to worry too much since he is your long reliever. Inning eater, finesse pitcher, not too worried about the skills either since he is your long reliever. Possibly could be a Black Diamond candidate in the future for pitcher's chemistry though, so definitely keep that in mind. And then finally, Eric Gagne 2003, best Dodgers relief pitcher right here, next to Kenley Jansen. 16 location, 13 velocity, only 6 to stamina. Great job right here. Winning streak, cleaning up your mess. Actually not the greatest closer skill set. Definitely would like to see something other than mess, since cleaning up your mess indicates or is only active when you have runners that you've allowed already on base. And with relievers, you really don't want to allow any hits or any walks. So definitely look to reskill this card and get a better closer skill set, whether that be setup man, winning streak, last boss. Like I've mentioned already, I'm just a broken record repeating the skills again. But yeah, definitely look to get a better skill set on him. And that's pretty much all I have to say about your team, Jay. It's an amazing team. Some things are way better than mine. I play you in friend battle a couple of times before, and I've had trouble against this team. This team is amazing, and it keeps getting better and better. So keep up the good work with your YouTube channel and with this team. I really appreciate all you do for the community, and thank you again for just all the content that you make for our entertainment and for our enjoyment. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that, and we'll head into the outro and in some important announcements to the end of the video. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Jayfish's channel. Like I said, awesome content that he makes out there, and he's a great guy overall. And yeah, so if you guys want to be showcased in this series, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then leave a comment down below requesting to be showcased. And then last but not least, don't forget to send me a friend request to 2018 Fireballs, and I'll be sure to showcase you in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and you'll have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.